Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? I am back with another lunch craft and chat. So welcome to my channel. And what I'm doing today is just still working on the same projects, cutting and gluing and decorating my collaged envelopes. So, and actually I could go ahead and I showed you this earlier in the week where I need to put it on file folder. So let me grab a file folder and get that done. I'm in a different spot. I am in my office, my own office, because just today it's convenient for me to be in here. Usually it's not convenient for me to be in here because I might get interrupted. But today I feel like maybe I won't get interrupted. So, but I might be limited to my time as far as instead of going for a whole hour, maybe just half an hour. Just circumstances that are going on around here today, that's how it probably will be today. So this is how I do a lot of my things that I want to back with file folder. I just glue them down and cut them out. Now a lot of times I'll try to glue them down before I totally cut them out, so I'm not like, cutting them out twice. But this I already cut out, and then I thought about the fact that I would like to put it on file folder. So that's what I'm doing. So let's cut it out and see how it looks. I think it'll be super cute, and I can distress the, I might have to end up bringing my distress ink here and doing some distressing because I just have other projects I'm working on at home. So it's kind of hard for me to get time to finish off these projects with whatever they need, like distressing or whatever they need at home. So it probably would be better if I just grab my distress ink one day and bring it with me. Get it done here, because I don't like to have projects, halfway done. I like to just stick to it. That's why I keep coming back with the same thing. So hopefully you're not getting bored, but I keep coming back with the same thing because I want to finish this stuff, and this is where I have time to do it right now. So here we go. Pretty cute. I'm going to go ahead and punch a hole here. Let's see how it looks and if I can get it even in the right spot. Here we go. Super cute, right? It looks like a real tag, like a hang tag you'd see on something industrial, kind of, to me anyway. So really neat. Let me see, I have a black marker here. I could go ahead and do that around the edges. Sometimes I'll do that for distressing. So let me get my Sharpie and go ahead and do that. See how that looks. So if I was at home, I might do brown. I probably would do brown, regular distress ink, or sometimes I do a brown marker. But when you're in a situation where you have limited items, sometimes you just make do with what you have, and that necessity of making do with what you have helps you to just get it done with whatever you have to work with, kind of a challenge to yourself. So, and then this can be like a journaled on the back. So I think it's pretty neat, and the narrowness of it will fit in any pocket as long as the journal is at least this tall. So kind of a fun thing. And the only thing you have to do when you're doing a marker like this is be careful it doesn't skip off and then you end up writing on your item, which I have done many a time. So I kind of go slow with this. When you're doing it like this, I almost did it just then. So just kind of go slow with it and make sure you don't go off the side and write all over your item. I'm sure there's a way to fix it. I probably have done that. Put a little sticker on it or something if you accidentally write on it. But there you go. That one's done. There's the front. There's the back, all ready to write on. So it looks old, like an old tag. Oh, pretty cool, right? I like it. Actually, I love it. So let's put that. Oh, I made a scrap. What am I going to do with that? Okay. Let's immediately do something with this so I don't have a scrap here. This is what I've been doing. Instead of throwing this into my scrap pile, I will make a little tag right now. And this can be decorated later if I want, or distressed, or whatever I want to do. But right now, turn a scrap into a tag real quick. Just even out my little corners here, kind of wonky. There we go. There we go. Little tag. Okay. One scrap busted. Let's see what else we need to do. Let me put my Sharpie away so it doesn't dry out. Plus it's smelly. Okay, I would really like to just get these papers cut out here, which I know is boring, but we're just crafting together, so maybe you're cutting out too. Maybe you have something to cut out. I could do, the reason I'm not using my paper cutter is because these are crooked on the paper when I copy them. You can see how it's crooked. It just makes it a little, I don't know. Yeah, I know it can be done on the paper cutter. It's just easier to cut it out when it's crooked like that for me. You know, pretty quick, I would say. So, today is Friday, and I woke up, where I went to work this morning, I looked at the temperature, and it's the coolest or coldest it's been so far. Like, it hasn't really been cold until this week. It cooled off. I mean, it was cool a couple weeks ago, but it wasn't cool. Like, it wasn't really, I don't think it got under 70. And this week, was it yesterday? Okay, that's my phone. That's one thing I didn't think about, that the phone would be ringing in here. So if you hear the phone ringing, that's because I'm at work, but I don't have to answer it right now because they know I'm at lunch. But anyway, as I was saying, yesterday it was 57 degrees. When I walked out, I didn't even realize that I walked out and got in my car, so it didn't feel like really cold or anything. I didn't walk out and say, oh, it's cold out here. I just walked out and got in my car. And then I looked at the temperature because my husband texted me and said, it's 57 degrees outside. So I looked and I was like, sure enough, it was 57 degrees, but I didn't really feel it. It didn't feel cold. And today it was a little cooler. I was afraid to walk out with a sweater. Without a sweater, it was 46 degrees. I was like, wow, under 50, that's, you know, when you're in your 40s, it's getting a little chilly. So when you're in the 40 degrees, so let's see, this might make a good scrap here. Grab my paper cutter, and these bigger ones I make into big scraps for my scrap listing in my Etsy. So I'll immediately take care of that on the spot, so I don't have a pile of stuff when I'm done. And I want to move pretty fast today. See what I can get done. I would love to get this whole pile cut out of stuff that I have here to cut out. Okay, so the phone is going to ring. Usually it doesn't ring at lunchtime. Between 12 and 1, hardly ever rings. Of course, today when I'm recording in here, where I can hear the phone, or where you all can hear the phone, it's going to ring 10 million times. So, like we all answer the phone here. So that's why I say I don't have to answer the phone right now because I'm out to lunch, but we all answer the phone. We just, whoever grabs it, you know. We don't really have a receptionist per se. So anyway, hopefully I won't have to hang up the video and answer the phone. But I do need to watch the time, and I have to go about at 1 o'clock. Oh, here's another tag. Look at this one. Isn't this pretty with the pink on there? So let me go ahead. Where's my file folder? Let me grab that, and I'll show you what I usually do so I don't have to cut out. Well, you know, also I don't want to waste file folder now that I think about it. I don't want to waste my file folder. There's some glue on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out, even though I'll be cutting it out twice. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out. This is so pretty though. But one reason I don't, you know, I hesitate to cut the slanted paper on my paper cutter is because that's not my normal, this paper cutter that I keep here, I don't use a lot. And it was given to me by my daughter-in-law, so, you know, it's sometimes, I don't know, I guess I'm just used to my paper cutter at home and it's a little different, so, you know, I have to think twice when I cut on that one and make sure I'm cutting in the right spot and I don't cut off something that I need to keep on to my item. So, let's glue this down. So I have another journaling card. I really love these. I want to make a bunch of these. So this is my lunchtime crafting. As you can see what I've been doing this week. My home TV craft time has been still working on book pages because I made only three Reader's Digest journals. And you know, it's the thick ones, not the thinner ones, so you know how thick they are. And it's taken me, and I vowed to myself and I think to you all to use up all of those book pages. I don't want to put them in a drawer or in the closet or on a shelf or anywhere. I want them gone. I want them, they're in my stash, but I don't want to actually put them away where I'm going to use them later. So I vowed to use them all the Reader's Digest book pages. So that's what I've been doing. And when I get them all done, like I've used some of them, I made some of them into cards. So I've been using the cards. But, so, you know, some of them have gone out. But the ones I have, where I have made things and just, they're in my stash, the created items are in my stash. When I get done using all of those book pages, I want to come back and show you everything I've made because I have got quite a collection now. But it's cool because I have all this cool stuff, you know, that I can use in my journals. And it's all made from book pages. Just a little adjustment here. Okay. So again, we're going to go ahead and finish this off with a hole punch. And some distressing. I guess I should have left my marker out. What did I do with it now? Here it is. Well, let me go ahead and do this one. I just like to have it done, you know. So, in case you're watching this, Maria at Maria's Miscellany and I are having our little Saturday morning craft time tomorrow morning at 7:30 if you want to join us and either just have your coffee with us and watch our shoot, I just did it. I did it right there. See it? My little mark. Now I got to figure out what to do with that. And I was not going too fast either. I do want to get this done now. So it might have got to be going a little fast. But anyway, we're having our little Saturday morning craft time. So yeah, just grab your coffee if you want to, if you're up at 7:30 tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, and join us for a little, oh man, I'm blowing this one. Now what am I going to do? I guess I should stop. But I just glued this one. I gotta make sure it's all dry here. But and I'll grab your coffee or grab your craft projects and craft with us tomorrow morning. Yeah, it's glued down good. I just have those spots I'm gonna have to do something with where I went over on 2 pieces here. So I think it's cute though. I love it. I don't know how I'm gonna cover that up though. I'll figure it out though. I'll figure it out. I just don't have anything here. Do I? Let me see. You know what? I wonder if I can tear a piece of paper and put it on there to cover And I gotta do something, so why not just do it right now? Fix my mistakes right on camera, right? I mean, we can all figure it out together. Okay, so I've got two little torn pieces of paper here. That's the best way I can think of right at the moment. And like I said, limited supplies. When you're in a place with limited supplies, sometimes you just challenge yourself to do what you can do. So this is covering up a little spot I had there where I went over with the marker, and then I got another one right here. Trying to put it the size of my paper here. Okay, so it kind of looks, has a collaged look, and I'll see what this looks like when it's dry. I might have to put a few more pieces on here just to make it look like it's supposed to be like that. There you go. Let's see. I don't want to put too many pieces on here because I want to, you know, I don't want to cover up the diagrams. But let me get a couple more pieces on here just to make it look like, oh, it's supposed to be like that. Even though it wasn't. I can cover up, what I don't mind covering up is the text. So let me put a little piece down here to make it look like I wanted it this way. This is how I planned it. And another piece up here somewhere, maybe. Kind of a collaged effect. And grungy, possibly, and old and vintage and, you know, ripped up kind of look. All right, so this is what came out of it so far, my mistakes. It's different. Let's see, what else can I put on here? You know what? Let's put something else on here. Something different, like a flower. Why didn't I think of that? I just remembered I have all these flowers here. So let's pull something out of there. And like really do it up, you know? Like I said, I don't want to cover up the diagram too much, but I do want to, you know, maybe I'll have this one coming off the side. See? Now this is what I like. I like it when you do something out of necessity and something really cool comes out of it. You know what I mean? Something you've never done before. So like, it's not that I have never decorated a tag before, but I like these plain. But I made that mistake, so I had to cover it up, and now this is what's coming out of it. So I'm using half the flower here. Let's use the other half up here somewhere. And I will be covering up some of the diagram, but that's okay. I can make more because I have the original on this little tag and I can copy it. So there we go. Let me get that pushed over to the side. Very cool, right? I like it. I like it. And then I have some baker's twine actually that I could put in the holes here. Let's get that done on this one. Let me get my baker's twine. I have it right here. Let's do this one. Go. Cool. All right, that one's done. And this is the one I'm going to leave plain. I just love those diagrams on there, the industrial diagrams. So neat. Okay. So one's flowery and one's plain. Okay, what else? I've got, let me see what time it is. It's going fast, I know. I've got 10 minutes. So if you hear something, like if my coworker doesn't go by the same clock I am going by, and she knocks on the door, so you could hear someone knock on my door because I have it closed and locked, so my video is not disturbed. But if she knocks on the door and says, I'm leaving, you could hear that. You might hear that. And then I'll say goodbye real quick. I'll just sign off. Say, I gotta go. You know how that is at work. Someone's calling me. So these, I guess the certificates I could cut out on my paper cutter, and that will go a little faster. These are the library certificates. So that one's done. And let me see if I can get some, because these I copied at the same time, so they're all the same that needs to be cut off. So I could get it done a little faster with my paper cutter. So I got 2 here. I just want to see how much I can get done today. It's always, I'm not in a rush, you know. I don't like to rush when I'm crafting. That's when I start making mistakes. And I like to think, I don't necessarily like to think totally, like overthink anything, but you know, I mean, you have to think to a certain extent, but I don't want to overthink it, like sit here and waste time, you know, thinking too much. I just want to get it done, but I don't want to rush, so if that makes sense. So let's see. I have some other unfinished projects at home that I want to do that will go along great with Dear Julie's Stash Buster Challenge. So in the next couple of weeks here, throughout now until the end of September. See, I'm having trouble lining this up because, like I said, this is not the usual paper cutter that I use. So it would almost be faster for me to use my scissors. Getting this one done. So, okay, I was going to ask what y'all have planned for the weekend. I know I'll probably be asking that tomorrow also for whoever's at the our morning craft session tomorrow. But let me see what else I've got to cut out. I've got 2. They're all kind of separate. Let me see if I have any more of these certificates I can knock out here. I've got 2 more of those. And 3 of these blueprints that are the same size. So let me get these 2 cut. And I almost have all my cutting done. So exciting. There's the phone again. See, y'all are getting a real office experience here. You like phone sounds? There you go. That's like I said this morning in my morning crafting video, real crafting. What did I say? I called it real crafting or real time crafting. This is about as real as you get, right? Okay. I have got 7 minutes. I like it better. I almost like it better when I don't have a clock here. In the other room, I don't have a clock, so I have to guess. So I kind of just, you know, oh, it's probably time to go. when I think it's time to go. Okay, we are making progress. Okay, so what I'm doing this weekend is, I'm not doing much, but cleaning house, crafting, and I'm on also, besides the Dear Julie Julie challenge, I'm on the No Spend Till 2020 challenge by Emily. And so I'm going to cut these with scissors. But let's see, I need to cut this scrap. This one, there's not much here worth saving. I don't know. Let me cut it and see what it looks like. But so I've got the people that organize the estate sales in my area are having a sale tomorrow, but they're calling a moving sale. So it's not, you know, an estate sale, but somebody that wanted them to sell. And I've been to one of these before where somebody moves and they leave what they don't want. They don't want, you know, like instead of trying to pack it up and take it all to Goodwill or something, they just leave what they didn't want and then have this company that does the estate sales, they have them sell their stuff kind of like at an estate sale, but it's not technically an estate sale. So anyway, that's what's happening tomorrow in my area, a moving sale by a company, not not like yard sale type moving sale. But they're still really good. They're kind of like an estate sale, just the person that owned the house or whatever didn't pass away. I guess I'll keep that. And so I'm going to that, but I'm on my no spend challenge. So this is going to be a challenge to see how I do. I've been tempted, but have not spent on craft supplies. And I've been very fortunate that just by coincidence, I mean, people don't know, like my family and stuff don't know about the no spend challenge, but they've been, people in my family and my friends too have been, you know, around here have been giving me stuff, my relatives. And so it's been like, you know, I've been getting new supplies, but I haven't spent anything. So it's very awesome. So now that I'm going to a moving sale tomorrow, I'm a little worried. I probably shouldn't go, but I want to go, so I'm going. Because there might be something for my shop, you know. It's not like everything I buy is for crafting. You know, some things are actually for my shop, so, you know, that I want to, you know, it's like too good to pass up, and I want to, oh, this would be, you know, someone's going to need this. I need to put it in my shop type of thing, so that could happen. So that's a good reason to go, right? I don't know. I think I'm going, but I could actually change my mind in the morning and decide like, oh, I'm not gonna go or something. Okay, so this is why I cut these out individually. They're not exactly cutting out right when I'm trying to cut them together. So let me finish these off by cutting them separately. I've got 3 minutes. So I could hear a knock at the door if my coworker decides it's time for her to go to wherever she's going, because it's the lunch, you know, it's that time. Lunch time for everybody. I have not eaten my lunch yet. After this video, I'm gonna go get my lunch. I brought my lunch, it's in the fridge. I forgot my drink though. So, but I have water here. I have water and coffee, so I'm not going to be going out anywhere else today, so as far as till I go home. So I just have to deal with, I have water flavor here, 2 packets, flavor packets, so I can at least have some flavored water besides just water. I know water is good for you though, so there's nothing wrong with water, just, you know, sometimes, and most of the time, I like some flavor. Okay, so that's the blueprints. Let's see what else we got. Those scraps are too small. I know they can be used, but since I used up my scraps, I'm not saving the little tiny scraps because it just gets overwhelming. And I mean, you know, you just gotta, like I said the other day, draw the line somewhere because it just gets to be too much. But I save as much as I can and recycle and repurpose. I mean, that's why I buy all my craft supplies at thrift stores. I'm pretty much recycling everything in my journals is from recycling. You know, the covers, the fabric I use, I buy at thrift stores usually, or I know I have got some pieces at Walmart, and I got one package of fabric from Tuesday Morning because I wanted to try it. I had never bought fabric there before, and then I saw some really pretty fabric, and I've got a couple pieces from Walmart. So, but right now I don't need to buy any more fabric anyway. I need to use what I have because I have a couple places where I store my fabric, and when that gets overloaded I have to stop because I don't want, you know, I just don't want my craft room to be so crowded that I feel claustrophobic in there. So if that starts happening, the last time I got too much fabric, I just put a couple of bundles, destashed a couple of bundles, you know, good size bundles in my shop, and that worked out rather well. You know, for me, I get to destash, and for people that buy them, they really get a good deal because I really wasn't trying to make any money on them. I was just trying to make some room in my craft room. So let me see, I bet it's time for me to hang up. Yes, it's 1:01. I'm going to get that knock on the door any second, so I'm going to hang up. It was nice crafting with you all today. I hope you enjoyed this. I talk a little quiet because I'm at work, so I hope you can hear me okay. And I hope you all got a lot of crafting done today if you're crafting with me. And I will talk to you later, maybe tonight. And so I'll see you then. So have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you later. Happy crafting.